Hey guys, I'm Allison, I'm the Pampered Wife. Today I am filming a video with Ciele products and it's really the only products I'm using on my face today, not necessarily in a traditional way. My inspiration for this video was to use their blush formula to do my contour and my eye makeup and everything. I did use one highlighter and I also used the Ciele Tint and Protect facial serum all over my face. I was gonna use concealer, but I ended up not needing it. If you're not familiar with Ciele, it is a brand that is sold at Sephora. Every single one of its products has an SPF sunscreen rating of at least 30. It's mineral sunscreen, mineral SPF. They do have a powder, they have a contour stick, they have bronzing drops, highlighters, as well as blushes. I believe that's it. Apparently they make great brushes too. I don't have any of the brushes, but how I got the look today, you will see I just used their products. I was going for a natural look, a day-to-day look. I think it turned out really nice. I am also showing you the two of Caliray's SPF lip products. Caliray came out with High Shine Broad Spectrum Gloss Balms of an SPF 31. I have two shades. I'm going to show you those as well. I hope you enjoy this video. Please do leave a comment or a thumbs up. I think that's everything I want to tell you. Let's go ahead and jump in. I already put on my Ciele Tint and Protect SPF 50 Tinted Serum in the shade 04 Light Medium. I did go ahead and use the amount that I would use if I were going to use this as a sunscreen. I've never tried that before because it seemed just like it'd be way too much. So I thought today was a good day to give it a try since I'm trying a full face of only Ciele products, so I don't have sunscreen on underneath it like I typically would. It is quite a lot. If I did it again, I absolutely think I could do it again actually, but I would apply it in layers. I would do the first layer, give it a minute, do the second layer, maybe not a full minute, I'm not that patient. It has now been at least 20 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like. It's rubbed off some on my nose where I probably went like this because I do have allergies. It actually hasn't creased over by my eyes, which is impressive, or in this line. Let's see how it is over here. Huh, quite impressive. I'm gonna say this did really well. It's been only 20 minutes, but still, typically something will crease within a minute around my eyes. I am very facial expression oriented. So I'm gonna go in, well, I did brush through my brows with just a little spoolie because before I apply any brow product, I'm gonna need to get some of the SPF or, creamy product out of my brows. So I will do that. I'm just going to use my Merit pencil and brow gel, which is tinted in the shade dark brown, and I will be right back. That's done. I do feel better. My dog is drinking some water behind me. Trying to decide if I even need concealer. I'm gonna hold off on the concealer until I feel like I absolutely need it. Let's first go over all the shades that I have. I think I'm gonna do them from like warmest and deepest to lightest. I don't know, I'm trying to arrange them down here. I think I've picked an order from a sort of a pink. I don't know what order to go in, you guys. I'm just gonna go in this order because this is sort of makes sense to me. I don't know. I'm just gonna go in an order that I have lying down here that sort of made sense to me when I laid them down. I'm gonna swatch them all on my arm. These are, here's one of the containers, Blush and Protect SPF 50. They are liquid blush that's blendable, broad spectrum, burst of color, and protective natural finish. Blend with your fingers or a brush. This is the newest shade called Berry. It was just released. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch all these and I'll tell you the names of them as I point them on my arm. All right, let's see if I can do this. We have Berry, January, June, Bahati, Kirsty, Eloise, and then also new to me is the highlighter, also SPF 50 in the shade Piper. So we're gonna use all these on my face today. I got cut off, my son called. So what we're gonna do is do some sculpting with this, sort of like a contour. We're gonna bronze, so we're gonna sculpt with June. Let's just start with that. I am gonna use a brush, and I'm just gonna use the same brush probably for every single one of these. I tap it in, and I realize that already this foundation is looking so much better just with brows on. Like, I was looking really kind of ghostly, which is what foundation does. It makes your face look monochromatic so you can start all over, but I was thinking it looked really bad. Okay, there is June. It looked so deep and dark, right? Right here. Look how beautifully and easily that sheared out, spread out. Now, how much SPF 50 protection I'm getting, you know, I don't know about that, but it is adding some SPF and I appreciate that. So now I'm gonna go in and bronze with this one. This one is Kirsty. So I'm just gonna do the same thing with that. Just where I would put bronzer, where the sun would naturally hit, the top of my cheekbones, top of my forehead, or you know, the sides over here, my brow bones, above my brow bones. Maybe along the side of my nose, down the sides of my neck. I mean, this is so simple. Okay, and I did not put concealer on. I do have Ciele's concealer. It is an SPF 30, I believe. Nope. It's an SPF 50, sorry. I think the only thing that's an SPF 30 is their powder, which we will get to. Anyway, I did not put on the concealer. We'll see still if I need that, but so far, like, look at how pretty this is. I'm looking in my monitor to see how it's showing up, sorry. I think it looks so pretty. Now I'm going to go in with, on the one hand, I'd like to go coral. Maybe we'll go coral. This is Eloise out here. Bring a pop of color out here. Oh, it's so pretty. Is it showing up on camera? I really hope it is. I'm also gonna bring some to tie in the look. I'm putting it a little up here on my outer upper eyelid toward the eyebrow. And then I'm just sort of smearing it around here. And by smearing, I mean gently tapping. This looks so pretty. It's like a sheer wash of color, but you saw I wasn't delicate with putting it on. I just dabbed it right on my face or dotted it right on my face. It blended out beautifully. Okay, we have used June, Kirsty, Eloise. I love Bahati for every day. Probably I will put Bahati on my eyes. Let's go in with Berry. Let's just do it. The newest shade. Let's be bold. Let's be brave. And do a pop of color on more of the apples of the cheeks and see what happens and how bold and deep. Ooh, this is like a beautiful, sort of a sunburn shade on me. But since I know I haven't gotten sunburned, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna put a little on my chin to tie the whole look together. I could do some down here, I guess, since I am very pale. I'm just taking what I dab off on my face. First of all, I'm trying to make it more cohesive, but then I'm just sort of spreading it around here. Because you can see I very rarely wear a V-neck shirt, especially out in the sun. Okay, I am blown away by how pretty these are. I knew they were pretty, that's why I bought all of them. And what's crazy is I would never tell you all these shades could work on me, and yet they do. The only ones I haven't used yet is January, which I love. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pop that right here. Look how pretty it is, that pale, like candy pink shade. And that will just brighten things up a little. Oh, I got a hair right here. Hate that. I'm gonna turn off this light. I have a light right here. I don't know if that's better or worse for you guys. Will you let me know in the comment which was better before, when I did have the light on, or now when I didn't? I think I'll show you more with the light on in a minute, but give you right now to see kind of what it, I keep moving over. Sorry. Right now what it looks like in natural light, but it's late afternoon and the natural light isn't coming in as much. I'm gonna put Bahati right onto my eyes. I think I'll just use my fingers for this. I'm looking in the mirror behind you because you are with me in my bathroom. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, I'll turn the light back on. This is so easy and pretty, and I know these aren't made for the eyes, but I want to let you know I have worn them on my eyelids before. They do not bother me in the least. I love the idea of having sun protection on my eyelids. Isn't that pretty? Like a natural kind of sun blessed, not even kissed, hint of color on my eyes. I don't even know if I want to put anything in the crease. I was gonna do a little bit of June in my crease. I'll still do it, but I don't want to. I think this looks really pretty. It's a natural, fresh, everyday look. You know what, before I do this and amp it up, and we're also gonna, of course, put on the highlighter, which I haven't tried yet, let's go ahead and do lips. So this is one of Calaray's newer releases, the Lipguard SPF 31 High Shine Broad Spectrum Lip Balm. It, like the Ciele, comes in, is the Ciele glass? I thought it was glass, but now I'm not sure. This is definitely frosted glass. This first one is the shade Big Sur. It didn't come in very many colors. I bought 2 of them. There might have been one more or so. I'll put it on the screen. But this is Big Sur, which is a warm neutral. Big Sur is actually described as rosewood mauve. Oh, it smells a little sweet. I like how it feels. So it is a bigger velvety applicator, yet it's a teeny bendy. You see that? Like it's a little flexible, which surprised me. It is a thicker formula. It does have the high shine. Okay, I can taste a little bit. It's just interesting. It's not offensive. I'm trying to think of how to describe it, but keep that in mind that it does have a scent at first. It's dissipated already. And it does have a little bit of a taste. It's thick, it's not sticky, but it's almost like a balm that's melted that I've spread out on my lips. It's very pretty. It's really pretty. I don't know if standing back makes a difference for you guys, but I feel like it does. So you can see, it did dull down the bright pinky purple of my natural lip shade, and I still taste it. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I mean, it just tastes like a chemical. Not that I need to spit out, but it does taste a little chemically and sweet. I think it tastes like soap. If you've tried it, will you comment below what you think it tastes like? I think it tastes a little bit like soap, and the taste lasted for as long as it was on my lips. The scent dissipated very quickly. The taste lasted, so that was not as enjoyable as I anticipated. Let me wipe this off because I want to show you the next shade. Okay, this next shade is called Trestles. I will swatch it on my hand. Is that the same shade? There's a reason nobody pays me to do this. Okay, the next shade is called Big Sur. Hold on. It is different, isn't it? Is it different? Okay, I just used Big Sur. Maybe Trestles is different? Wow, they're very similar. All right, Trestles is more caramel, and Big Sur, I guess, is the pinkier of the two. I don't know. Here we go with Trestles. I feel a little crazy. I should tell you all the Ciele products smell a little cinnamony. I think that's really pretty. I think I'll leave that one on. I'm sorry if I didn't swatch the other one, but Big Sur and Trestles. Trestles is clearly the cooler one. Not cooler, oh my gosh. I'm okay. Trestles is more caramel and Big Sur is just cooler, but barely. I feel like online they looked more different. Let's go in with the highlighter. That I want to do. So this is the shade Piper. I drew a stripe down my arm and didn't shear it out at all. You can see how reflective it is, and you can see how glossy all of the blushes are, if not sheared out. But on my face, I feel like it just looks like a natural sort of sheen, but it does look dewy. I'm gonna put this up here where I normally would, on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm gonna use my finger. That's how I typically do highlighter, although typically my highlighter is a cream or a balm, you know, like in a stick. Really pretty. I don't even know if you can see the difference. Oh yeah. It's not at all opaque, which is nice. I am gonna dab this on the center of both eyes. Do we see a difference? Obviously it's on this eye, not this eye. Other than it just being lighter in color. Again, I'll turn the light off, or the extra light. It's really pretty, guys. All of it is just more subtle than I would have thought, which I love. This is the Ciele Filter and Protect SPF 30. I love this stuff. It comes in different shades, I believe 3 shades. I have the shade 2, which is kind of surprising because I'm a light medium, and you would think I would, if there were only 3 shades, I'd be shade 1. I'm putting this just under my eyes, the center of my chin, center of my forehead, and across the middle of my nose. So I've done this side, not this side. So you can see it really is natural. It definitely takes down the shine, but it doesn't at all, it doesn't soak up the light. It doesn't completely mattify. It's just a beautiful wearing and a beautiful finish powder, in my opinion, and I love that it's tinted so it's not too light or bright. I love this powder puff. It is so soft. Obviously, I'm not gonna go in today and put on concealer. I just don't think I need it with this look. I'm putting a little bit on my upper lip. Oh, it's really pretty. I do taste the Caliray lip product. I love how it feels. It really does feel nice. Like a nourishing, kind of nice, melted balm. Like you've left a bullet balm, you know, in the car and it got melty and you touched it to your lips. That's what it feels like. I want to compare these shades though to the Iris and Romeo. This is SPF 30 as well. The Caliray is SPF 31. So this is the Iris and Romeo Dawn. It's similar but more opaque than the Caliray Big Sur. Let's try this again. Caliray Big Sur, Caliray Trestles, Iris and Romeo Dawn, Iris and Romeo Carob. So I think Dawn, oh my goodness, I think Dawn is similar to the Caliray shades, although more opaque. And Carob is nothing like the 2 Caliray shades, and the Caliray shades are very similar to each other and definitely more sheer. I'm gonna go in with the Caliray Come Hell or High Water mascara, which beautifully lifts my lashes. I don't feel the need to use an eyelash curler with this. It wears beautifully all day. Even though you can really build up your lashes and make them quite glam, I feel like because it's not a black, like the super black kind of mascara, that I can still wear it for every day. Whereas there are some mascaras that even though this is black, I feel like they are more blacks. I mean, just look at that difference and how beautiful this is. I don't find it to wash off quite as easily as I anticipated for a tubing mascara to wash off. That is a little disappointing for me, so I don't know what my next mascara will be. Although I just realized I just purchased one, not of this, a different mascara. It arrived in the mail yesterday. So I will probably use that one next. I'm not trying another tubing mascara momentarily. Yes, we absolutely used every shade for the sake of science. I will go in with June, just a little in the crease to see what that does. Now this I've done before. I mean, I know what it'll do, but just to see if we like how that looks. Obviously I was not perfect in placement. You can see I kind of smushed it around to get it more where I wanted it, and I'll do the same to this side. These don't dry down super fast, and obviously while they are not meant to be cream eyeshadows, that is how I'm using them, but keep that in mind for even on your cheeks. You do have a minute to work with them, but then once they dry down, they set and they really last very nicely all day. And while they do have SPF 50 protection, unless you're wearing it like this, I don't think you're getting the SPF 50 protection, so keep that in mind. I'm thrilled with this little experiment. Will you try this at home? Will you try it on your own? Do you have these products? Do you want these products? I just love them. It's hard for me now to want to wear any other products than these, especially if I am going to be out in the sun. Let me know about the lighting. I'm gonna turn that little light back on because in case it makes things better, just don't want to blind myself. There we go. In case you feel like this makes things better and easier to see. I'm even impressed with the amount of the Tint and Protect Tint and Serum that I put on, how beautiful it looks on my skin. At first I was kind of horrified by it. I really thought it was going to be too thick and goopy for me to wear all day, but especially once I powdered it, it's really fine. It's set down nicely. It has a beautiful finish. I already loved that product anyway. I probably will go back to wearing a sunscreen under it and using less of the product, but it's wonderful to know that if I don't have anything else, I can really build this up to the full sunscreen amount and get the SPF 50 protection. It's just kind of amazing that they were able to formulate all this so beautifully. I love all of it. I love all of it. I am looking forward to some eyeshadows. They haven't said anything about, but I'm anticipating. I'm also anticipating lip products. This Caliray is really comfortable and feels like nice and moisturizing and nourishing on my lips. I'm really liking it. And one of the things that I do like is that it is less opaque than the Iris and Romeo. That was my only complaint about the Iris and Romeo, is it was so opaque on my lips that even though I like both shades that I got and I really like the formula, the opaqueness just made it too dressy for that during the day running around town, running errands kind of look. And I feel like this Caliray really looks nice. That is it. That is the full video. I hope you enjoyed it. I keep looking at myself in the monitor. I hate when content creators do that. So again, let me know about the lighting situation, which you prefer. I don't mind going back and forth between the two, what you think of the whole look and the products and how I use them, and what you're loving this summer, especially SPF products, if there are any. That's kind of what I'm into. I don't see why not. I hope you guys are doing well, and as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today.